The Federal Developmental Disabilities Assistance and Bill of Rights Act of 2000, or DD Act, funds a network of 3 programs in each U.S. state and territory. These programs include Councils on Developmental Disabilities, the Protection and Advocacy System, or PNAs, and University Centers for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities, or UCEDs. These 3 programs comprise the Developmental Disabilities Network in each U.S. state and territory, and are administered and funded by the Federal Administration on Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities, or AIDD. Each of the 3 DD network programs has its own funding and mission. Councils on Developmental Disabilities demonstrate new ideas for increasing independence, productivity, inclusion, and community integration, promote advocacy, and inform policymakers about DD-related issues. The Protection and Advocacy System empowers, protects, and advocates on behalf of individuals with developmental disabilities, investigates cases of abuse and neglect, and provides information and referral for legal issues. University Centers for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities provide interdisciplinary training and technical assistance, promote community service programs, and conduct research and information dissemination. In short, DD Councils support innovation and systems change. The Protection and Advocacy System provides legal support and advocacy, and the University Centers for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities provide research and education. In each state, different agencies and organizations are selected to administer the 3 programs. Let's look at the organizations that make up the New York State Developmental Disabilities Network. In New York State, the New York State Council on Developmental Disabilities is the state's council. The Protection and Advocacy System is administered by Disability Rights New York, and there are 3 UCEDs: the Westchester Institute for Human Development, the Strong Center for Developmental Disabilities at the University of Rochester, and the Rose F. Kennedy Center at Albert Einstein College of Medicine. Now that you understand how the Council fits into the state's Developmental Disabilities Network, let's look at what it does in more detail. The Council is a New York State government agency that operates under the direction of the governor and is 100% federally funded under the DD Act. The DD receives an annual allotment of about $4 million from the Administration on Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities. The Council develops a state plan which defines the goals and objectives that it will fulfill over a 5-year period. The state plan reviews and analyzes the state DD service system, identifies gaps in services and supports, and identifies 5-year goals which demonstrate ways to fill those gaps and improve existing services. Once the state plan is approved by AIDD, the Council develops projects and initiatives which fulfill the goals and objectives that are defined in the plan. Each year, CDD submits a program performance report to AIDD, which details the progress that the Council has made in fulfilling the state plan. The work of developing the projects and initiatives which fulfill the goals in the Council state plan is performed by the Council membership. The Council is comprised of individuals representing 5 groups and organizations: advocates and self-advocates, the Protection and Advocacy System, University Centers of Excellence in Developmental Disabilities Education, Research, and Service, New York State agency representatives, and non-government service providers. Advocates and self-advocates include individuals with a developmental disability, family members, and guardians of children with a developmental disability. The DD Act mandates that self-advocates and advocates represent a minimum of 60% of the Council's membership. The Protection and Advocacy System is represented by Disability Rights New York, which has 1 seat on the Council. The 3 University Centers of Excellence in Developmental Disabilities each have 1 seat on the Council, as New York State agencies that either serve individuals with developmental disabilities or receive federal funding related to people with developmental disabilities. In addition, 2 non-government service providers each have 1 seat on the Council. The Governor appoints a Council chairperson, who, in turn, appoints a vice chairperson. The chairperson and vice chairperson oversee the activities of the council and ensure that it fulfills its responsibilities under the DD Act, which include developing the council's state plans, working within the state plan to demonstrate new ideas for increasing independence, productivity, inclusion, and community integration, promoting advocacy and informing policymakers about developmental disability-related issues. The Council is supported by a small agency staff, which is overseen by a governor-appointed executive director. The agency staff's responsibilities include hosting and providing support for meetings and work groups, facilitating discussion, collaboration, and project development, administering project grants, and running the day-to-day operations of the agency. Under the direction of the Administration on Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities, the Council and agency staff work to fulfill the mandates of the DD Act and to complete the goals and objectives outlined in the agency's state plans.